Well, good afternoon, Arkansas, or good evening, or wherever you have the time to watch this. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron here, and I'm here to go over a couple of changes that we're going to be having as we get into the upcoming spring season and therefore after there. So, you guys know over the last couple of years we've had, the marginal, the slight, the enhanced, the moderate, and then the high risk, on our graphics and everything like that. Well, we feel as though that a change was necessary, especially after what we've learned over the last couple of months, with a couple of different events we've had. We felt as though that the change was absolutely just kind of necessary. So we're gonna bring you guys to this new category, and we're gonna show you guys how it's gonna look on the graphics and everything like that here. So obviously, this is not on the graphic right now here, but actually this starts off with what's called level 0. This is what we call the all clear. So that's something new that you're going to see on our graphics here, because there's a lot of places that will be in the risk zone, but then there's just like this blank area on the map that you're like, I don't know if I'm in the risk, am I clear, and whatnot. So that's what's going to start off is. It's going to start off with level 0 with it being all clear. That means your area is not at any risk for seeing severe weather, although there could be some storms. The overall severe threat looks very, very low or non-existent. So that's what this starts off as here. And then we go to level 1, which will be titled possible. So basically level 1 will be for the potential of strong to isolated severe thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorms are defined with 58 mile per hour winds, 1-inch hail, or the potential of a tornado here. So that's what level 1 is going to start off with. And then we're going to move to level 2. Level 2 is for the potential of seeing strong to isolated severe thunderstorms being likely. That means that there will definitely be some strong thunderstorms on the table. Some of those storms could be severe, and some of those storms could be a little on the intense side as well. So just keep that in mind for both level 1 and level 2. Now, when we get to level 3, this is where the severe weather alert day protocol gets issued for the page here. So basically, a lot of people don't know what severe weather alert day really means for us here, Arkansas Weather Watchers. Basically, that is a day that every single post that we make is severe weather related. There's no outside posts or anything like that. There's no funny stuff on the page. It's just primarily severe weather because we have an ongoing threat for the potential of seeing severe thunderstorms being very likely across wherever area level 3 lines up here. So that's how level 3 is going to start. That is the starting point for the severe weather alert day. And then we move to level 4. Level 4 becomes significant. That means that a significant severe weather episode is very, very likely. Some places within that risk area could have the potential of an outbreak. So that's something that will also trigger a severe weather alert day, and that's something that we will be, obviously paying very, very close attention to the weather. And then obviously when you get to level 5, that is definitely a severe weather alert day. A severe weather or a tornado outbreak is likely for wherever area this is designated across the board. So I just kind of wanted to break that down here because that's what you're going to be seeing going forward with our severe weather graphics here. As a matter of fact, we can break this down. So this is the main thing that you're going to see. This is our severe thunderstorm risk area. And like I said, this is going to start off with level 0. Level 0 is all clear. So let's say like you're not in level 1, you're not in level 2 or level 3 or whatever. You're in an area that's just, not going to see any severe thunderstorms. Now, this doesn't include for the potential of heavy rainfall or any sort of non-severe, non-strong thunderstorms like rumbles of thunder and stuff like that here. So I want to make that clear. This is just an all clear for severe thunderstorms. That means that you won't be seeing any severe weather or any storms that will be capable of producing 58 mile per hour winds or 1-inch hail or the potential of a tornado here. That just kind of spares you from that. But you still have the potential of seeing rain and thunderstorms and stuff like that here. So it's just an all clear for severe weather. Now, like I mentioned before, you have your level 1, that's possible. Level 2 is likely. Level 3 is very likely. Level 4 is significant. And then level 5 is extreme. Hopefully we don't have a ton of level 4 or level 5s coming up for the upcoming spring season. But you guys know full well, kind of like how it was last year, there is some concerns when I'm going to go over in our spring outlook that that needs to be addressed going forward into our spring outlook here. So that's just something that we'll have to watch here. But I just wanted to break this down so you guys weren't blindsided when we start rolling out these new graphics for severe weather here. Okay, so the tornado risk area here has changed. The tornado, the damaging wind, and the large hail has changed here. You guys are familiar with the 2% and the 5%. The 2% is very low and the 5% is low. Those two risk areas consist of one word, and that's possible. So what we have done here at Arkansas Weather Watchers, we have combined the 2% and the 5% within one risk. That is the possible area here. So keep that in mind as we get into the spring. We start getting severe weather risk and stuff like that. The 2 and 5% are now one. They're not separated like it was before. They're all one. So keep that in mind. And then obviously the likely, that's a 10% higher. And then you start getting in the very likely, the significant, the extreme, and obviously the hatched area that we always see whenever we have one of those prolific severe weather events, which is an EF2 plus tornado being possible within that risk area here. So I wanted to kind of break that down so you guys had an idea on what we're looking at here. Also, with the damaging wind, which is, you guys know that 60 mile per hour or greater severe wind, we have the possible, likely, very likely, significant, and the extreme risk areas here. So that's just kind of explaining how everything shapes up with our original risk area map here. You can kind of see how this is going, similar to what we normally have here at Arkansas Weather Watchers. Just a little bit of a kind of a change, so you guys can it just makes a little bit more sense to you guys instead of the wording that we were using before here. So same thing with hail as well here: possible, likely, very likely, significant, extreme. And obviously if you end up in the hatched area for hail, that's going to be 2 inch in diameter or greater. For damaging winds, that's going to be 75 mile per hour winds or greater here, guys. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, just let us know, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.